Conscious of its spiritual and moral heritage, the Union is founded on the indivisible, universal values of human dignity, freedom, equality and solidarity. It is based on the principles of democracy and the rule of law. The Mag Days exercise is an international event that takes place 4 times a year as part of the operational preparations of NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, troops. This was the first time that the IAF participated in the exercise. The Israeli delegation was led by the 105th Scorpion Squadron, along with the 101st, 1st Fighter, 122nd, Nakhshon, and 120th Desert Giant Squadrons. In addition to the Israeli and German air forces, the Hungarian Air Force participated as well, piloting the Gripen aircraft, Jaws 39. In the exercise, the air forces performed dozens of flyovers, simulated scenarios of air-to-air and air-to-ground battles, practiced dealing with advanced anti-air missile threats, and trained for combat maneuvers over enemy terrain. Additionally, during the exercise, the air forces flew in unfamiliar environments while applying NATO procedures and partook in joint flight scenarios consisting of mixed crews of the different air forces. During the 2-week exercise, the Israeli and German air forces completed a historic flyby titled Memory for the Future. The flyby was held on August 18, 2020, and was led by the commanding officer of the Israel Air Force, Major Gen. Amikam Norkin, alongside the commanding officer of the German Air Force, Lieutenant Gen. Ingo Gerhertz, and together with the Israeli Air Force's first female flight squadron commander, commanding officer of the 122nd Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel G. Israeli Air Force personnel also brought a number of meaningful items to the flyby as a symbol of remembrance. Among the items included were the belt of the late Pesach Zmilag, a Dachau survivor, that was given to the commanding officer of the IAF in a meeting with Zmilag's daughter, Esther, a ring belonging to the late Major Moshe Tadmor Meltsinki, a Holocaust survivor and Israeli Air Force pilot who died during Operation Kaddish, and poetry books which belonged to the late Avraham Benny, a Dachau survivor and grandfather of the 109th Squadron Deputy Commander, Major Y. After the flyby, an official memorial ceremony was held in the Dachau concentration camp. The ceremony was attended by the German Minister of Defense, Mrs. Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer, the Israeli ambassador to Germany, Mr. Jeremy Issacharoff, Air Force commanders, and other representatives. During the ceremony, the commanding officer of the IAF, Major Gen. This military exercise garnered massive international interest and marked a historic cooperation between both forces. Together, the Israeli Air Force and German Air Force can enhance combat capability and learn from each other while strengthening the bond between both forces.